prime minister ain't getting sacked anytime soon. And
nobody really told me that it was against rules.
and,
I can only just
you got
apologize.
MPs jumping to different parties, literally jumping parties, changing from Tory to Labour. You've got people who can get away with murder. It's actual madness, the world that we're living in the UK. And this is normal. This is all very normal now, everyone. So
when the email comes and it says, listen, Mudio, ਸਾਡਾ weather ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਅਸੀਂ garden party ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ ਆਪਣੀ ਬੋਤਲ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਇਓ. Okay, when you get
that's pretty much the Punjabi version of what was written in that email, saying weather's beautiful, guys. Let's go outside and have a drink, shall we?
And listen, guys, bring your own bottle.
Bring your own bottle.
There's no way around that being, a work party. And the thing is, I think I was walking down the corridor the other day, and somebody actually showed me the video where I don't know where he was being interviewed. It looked like he was might have been a hospital, but he's wearing a mask. Boris
was this yesterday's interview with Beth Wrigley from Sky News. That's the most car crash interview I've ever seen in my lifetime. 60 minutes of just pure grimacing pain. And I watch it and I'm like, how are you still standing and still there? And I'm just like, if you didn't have the face mask on, hiding some sort of grimacing on his behalf, I think it would have looked worse. Right?
How can you? There's one, we all know what it is, right? So there's either you own up, but it's just now constant his narrative of denial that no, I wasn't informed, and obviously you got his former aide saying no, he was definitely informed and warned about this. He's like, he's like, mate, you're making the rules, you're the PM, you don't have that plausible deniability. You cannot ever say that, man.
You got to think this is one of the worst political scandals to have happened in a very long time, right? UK wise, anyway, one of the worst easily, and it keeps on snowballing, going. When you think it's done, it's like, no, here's another one. No, here's another one. Here's another one. We're up to like 8 parties, and I'm like, man, I haven't even had 8 parties in the last 3 years to attend to, weddings included. Right? How the fuck have they managed this?
Mate, big boys in it. Big boys in number 10.
Big boys in number 10.
What did he say? He actually, because I think it's the first time he's actually given more detail about what he remembers of the event. He was like,
he was just saying, came outside. I'm not sure how long for.
About 25 minutes.
No. He said, I'm not sure how long for, but about 25 minutes. So you do know how long you do outside for.
And he said, we were I was telling him about all the great work they've done. That's plausible. Like I can understand that bit. And he's like, well, and then I just went back to my office to do work. Yeah. And I'm like, okay. So then did the Mundio like kind of carry on with the party? It's one of those, like, when you do a desi party and your parents are like, Jello, we're going to sleep, but the party carries on. It's like Boris is like, okay, I'm going to go now, but you like enjoy yourself. Don't know.
I just keep thinking, how big is this fucking flat in number 10? Like, how big is it? Because I'm sitting there like,
it's deceptive, isn't it, from the outside?
Apparently, it is plausible that somebody at the top of number 10 wouldn't be able to hear a party going on downstairs. That's how big it is.
Is it big, or have they had it specially?
I genuinely don't know, but from the outside, it looks small, doesn't it? It looks like, it's just a normal flat, but no, apparently it's quite deep.
But I feel like the garden is like shared maybe between a couple of the houses.
Potentially.
Because when you look at that picture of the garden, it's quite big, man. It's like a decent size.
Yeah, but that's a garden that's taken from an angle. You can make anything look good from a wide angle. So
yeah, words of photographer. Yeah, there's that. So yeah, there was Mr. Boris this week. So yeah, I don't know, man. And then when he got roasted in the the House of Commons
today,
single MP. I didn't see today. I don't know today, but a few days ago, you obviously got Labour Party, and then I think there's one point where Boris stands up and says, "I would remind my honourable gentleman to act properly" or something, and everyone just started laughing, man.
I think he's just a laughing stock, and apparently polling for the I think it's not for the Tory party specifically, but for the election is just really bad for the Tories. Like, they've lost a huge number of seats. Labour poll better than they do, which is the first. That doesn't normally happen
in a long time, man.
And it's getting worse and worse.
David Cameron, I think it was the first. That was the change, wasn't it, from Labour to Conservative in the most recent past? And that was
it was when he did the coalition government with the Lib Dems.
Yeah. So I was still studying medicine. I want to say it's 2010, 11.
That was when it just started. Yeah.
I remember. Yeah. I was doing my exams at the time when they were having the election. They had one of the prime
No,
ministerial
wait. I
debates.
don't think it was. I think it was
Check
earlier
it.
than that. Hang on.
UOB, they had a prime ministerial debate at our Great Hall, and I think it was 2010. Have a look. You checking?
Yeah, I'm checking. Go on, Karen.
Indy's the resident fact checker. Look at him. Look at that concentration in his face. Not blinking.
He's staring into my eyes.
I like your top.
Okay. Thank you. I like it too. It's very baggy and comfortable. Right, there we go. Britain finally went to the polls in 2010. Yeah. So they won but it was hung parliament in 2010. Yeah. So that was when I was in sixth form, May 6th in 2010. I remember that. Yeah.
Second year medicine. I remember watching on TV with my family because I remember the bit where.
Wasn't that first year medicine for you?
Second, 2008/9. So 2010/11 was second year.
Okay. Yeah.
I remember specifically watching the TV, and when the prime minister was elected, he then goes to the Queen to.
Yeah, but he went with Nick Clegg, didn't he? He had to go together.
Holding hands. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Japi. Yeah, so you're right. Labour polling high is after a very, very, very long time.
It's very, very high.
Interesting. But I'm surprised. So now, what are we waiting for? Like a vote of no confidence? Is that coming? I presume that's the only. If
no one knows, it's really up to the government's own power, the government's own MPs what they want to do. It takes 54 MPs to shove a vote of no confidence to trigger a new PM, whatever it's called, internal election or electing a new leader, I guess you call it. Yeah, 54 have to sign. Only 5 have signed up to now. The rest have expressed an interest. And I'm you're chatting shit. You're not going to
don't bash the man if you're not going to either call for that, because that's you're either saying okay, Boris, please resign. Okay, if that's not happening, what's the second thing? Vote no confidence. Just get on with it if that's what you want. Otherwise, shut up, man.
But there's so many people there that are playing politics, Garen. Like even people that have marched out to be in support of him. You've got who is it? Dominic Raab coming out saying, yeah, I completely understand the public's outrage, but let's move on now. We need to focus on vaccines. We need to focus on my fucking hell. Okay, cool. You've got him, Nadine Dorris. You've got Priti Patel. You've got Rishi Sunak. Rishi Sunak walked out of an interview with Manchester Evening News after being quizzed on it, saying he gave a statement last week. I believe everything he said in his statement. I was like, really? Really? And I think he's playing politics because he doesn't want to lose.
Well, yeah, he's picked his side. Favor. Yeah.
All of it's just doing best for their own interests.
On that point you mentioned there about the vaccine, I read something the other day which said that, you remember in December we had this big announcement from Boris when we thought the next lockdown was going to come. He basically said, look, we're going to get everyone boosted. Bang, 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 December.
Yeah, but that was because the Christmas party stuff came out.
Absolutely. And now apparently loads of these booster vaccines have been thrown away. The uptake for the booster vaccine has been really poor. And I thought that was very, very interesting, where I'm part of this one Facebook group, which is basically full of Northerners. And, they're very, very skeptical. And it was something like, how many vaccines do you think we're going to have? And, there's a box like 3, 4, 5, 6, more than 7 or something like that. And it's just, I think people have lost confidence. A lot of people I've seen now are double vaccinated, as in the people coming to hospital. But a lot of people, they're just like, nah, two's enough, man. That's it. I'll take the hit if it comes. But, yeah.
Which is quite scary if you think about it. But I understand, man. I think my stance has changed on it. I'm like, look, if you don't want to get vaccinated now, I think if you're not going to win and do it now, that's fine. It's up to you if you don't want to get the booster jab or whatever, because even if you get the booster, it doesn't stop you from catching it. It stops the severity of it. And that's up to you if you want to have a more severe response. But that is like, I think for people thinking they're already vaccinated, they're thinking, oh, I've passed the minimum threshold. And it's really up to them now at this point. And with the weak uptake and the government just writing off stuff left, right, and center, they're probably thinking, who cares, man? Let's just get back to normal life.
Yeah, people are definitely trying. On that point, I just want to make it like super, super clear. Everybody is listening, and please spread on this message. The point of this vaccine, any vaccine, is that it's not about stopping you getting the condition. That's really important. Yeah. In the same way, a seatbelt.
Was it advertised in that way though, Baron? I don't think it was.
No, it's not. And this is where the misinformation. I think people are getting sad that they've got vaccine. Like I had a man come in today with some chest pain, triple jabbed. Okay. And I was like, so have you had COVID? He said, yeah, I got COVID in December after being triple jabbed. I still got it. And he was surprised. I was like, why are you surprised? I was like, did you end up in hospital? I was like, no. I was like, the vaccine worked then. The vaccine is a seatbelt. If you're gonna have a car crash, you want to have the seatbelt. Simple as that. Doesn't stop you having the car crash.
Yeah, that's a really good analogy.
That is the best analogy that I've heard. Please spread it on. So that's my message this week about what a vaccine is and how it works. Okay, will not stop you getting it. To stop you getting it, be sensible. That's a different form of advice. Okay, the stuff we've been saying from the start: wash your hands, limit your contact, 2-meter distance hasn't changed. If you are going to get it, you want to be in the best position to, like you said, have the use. Anyway, that's my code piece of this week.
Fair play, man. Fair play. But yeah, man, it's been a hell of a week in the UK, just in general. And they're now moving into everyone go back to work and stuff, which is cool. I mean, fine. I guess
is that what they're saying now?
Normal. They said today, everybody head back to the office next week. They're hoping by March everyone can stop wearing masks and all that stuff. So
I do not like the traffic, man. This traffic situation, this rebound traffic, I'm calling it, right?
What do you mean?
Zero traffic. And now you got this bloody
everyone rushing back.
Yeah, and it's just like I look at people, I'm like, just stay home, work, man. You know that there's that meme that people do, like, be like Tom. I'm gonna make one about you, like you work from home. Be like Indy, work from home.
Don't get on the tube. Don't put any money into the economy.
Just don't, man.
Just buy from Amazon Prime and work from home. That's it, right?
And listen to the Indian Doctor podcast.
And listen to the Indian Doctor podcast. I like that. Yeah, man. It's been a hell of a week, honestly, for the UK and for politics and all that stuff. But let's try and keep it a bit happier. So on a happier note, Goran,